News Channel 3 starts off with breaking news right now.
We are following breaking news this morning as a senior complex in Kalamazoo catches fire with residents struggling to get out. We've been on the scene since that fire started on an upper floor of the Crosstown Parkway Senior Community Complex. It started around 3:45 this morning, and it's located at Crosstown and Howard in Kalamazoo. We've got live team coverage on this devastating fire. We're going to get right out to News Channel 3's Cody Combs. Cody, what can you tell us?
Fire officials tell me one person is injured, and the cold temperatures made it very, very difficult fighting this fire, but things are mostly calm now. The fire is contained, but make no mistake, just a few hours ago, the scene was quite different. At least 8 different fire trucks on scene trying to put out the flames in this at least 8-story apartment. Cold temperatures causing several fire hydrants to freeze. And the cold temperature is obviously less than ideal for fighting this fire. Many of the firefighters extremely cold, nonetheless putting out those flames. Some people, elderly residents, had to be escorted out of the building. One person, we're told, is injured. As of right now, however, people are now being escorted back into the building. There is a bus nearby for folks to stay warm. Of course, the fire is contained now. Just a few moments ago, that was not the case. Take a listen to one of the deputy fire chiefs describe the scene.
We had one individual on the balcony there that they rescued from the balcony. That individual was injured and has been taken to the hospital.
That individual taken to the hospital. That is all we know at this time. We'll keep you posted as we learn more, especially when we learn the cause of the fire. For now, reporting live in Kalamazoo, I'm Cody Combs, News Channel 3.
Cody, thank you. As you just heard, the cold hampered firefighters as they tried to put out the flames. Right now, we're taking a live look over a frigid Allegan. Let's head over now to meteorologist Christina Anthony for a look at the forecast. Christina.
Frigid is a good word for it, Jess. That Arctic air, well, it spills into your weekend, and it's in control today, especially this morning. Just 7 degrees in Kalamazoo. It's 5 degrees in Hastings, the lower teens along the lake shore. Of course, this is more important, what it actually feels like to any skin exposed to the elements. It's why you have to bundle up. It's also why salt is ineffective along the roadways. It's slippery out there this morning, too. -5 is what it feels like in Kalamazoo. It feels like -2 in Grand Rapids. Lake effect snow showers continue mainly along the shoreline. A few of those flakes making it farther east. Only forecasting very light accumulations all the way through the end of your weekend. Temperatures are the bigger story. Average closer to 32, and we don't even make it halfway at 16. All right, Jess, telling you when the 40s return to the forecast. That's minutes away.
Christina, thank you. We want to get you back out now to breaking news this morning. We're on the scene of a big fire at a senior living complex in Kalamazoo. Flames broke out early this morning at the Crosstown Parkway Senior Community Complex just before 4 a.m. We are continuing our live team coverage with News Channel 3's Logan Crawford. He just spoke with residents about their rush from the building. Logan.
Jessica, some residents we spoke with say they saw smoke on the floor where they live, and other residents say they didn't see anything. They were just told to get out as quickly as possible. Now, as you just heard from my colleague Cody Combs, one resident did get hurt in this fire. The extent of those injuries are unknown at this time. We're waiting to hear more from fire officials on that. Now, we've been on the scene of this fire since just before 4 o'clock this morning and saw dozens of senior residents being evacuated from the building here using canes and also in wheelchairs. We spoke with a couple of residents who got out safely.
I usually use a walker, but you can't get a walker on those stairs.
There's firemen on the floor, but I don't know if it was actually for the firemen for the fires unit on this floor or the other floor, but the firemen on our floor going towards the windows. I could tell, but I couldn't see everything.
Now, it is frigidly cold out here with temperatures in the single digits, and to keep warm, residents were put on Metro Transit buses to stay warm, and also residents decided to stay in their cars in the parking lot here. We'll be sure to stay on top of this story and bring you the latest information as we get it. For now, reporting live in Kalamazoo, I'm Logan Crawford, News Channel 3.
As Logan just mentioned, we will get back to that fire, but first, the top developing stories this Saturday morning. A Kalamazoo family is without a home today following a house fire. The flames broke out at the home on 4th Street Thursday night. Right now, the fire is considered suspicious and is still under investigation by the fire marshal. We're told 2 adults and 2 children were able to escape thanks to the help of one man. Dave Hamilton jumped out of a 2nd-story window and then caught his girlfriend and the 2 kids one by one as they made the leap to safety.
He jumped out the window, and when he did, he caught his son, and then Melissa jumped after, and he helped her, and he broke his bones doing that.
Hamilton had to have surgery on his ankle and foot. His girlfriend, son, and his friend were all treated for smoke inhalation. Their pets died in that fire, and the fire did so much damage, their home is a total loss.
They're trying to figure out where they're going to live, how they're going to get clothes, food, a home.
We're told Hamilton and his family did not have insurance, and right now the local Red Cross is helping the family recover. The hunt is still on for a man who stole a Salvation Army kettle from a local restaurant. Police say this man simply walked off with the donations from the Michelle's located on Gull Road in Kalamazoo Township. It happened just 2 days after Christmas. It wasn't until somebody from the Salvation Army came to pick it up that they even noticed it was missing. Police are asking anybody who recognizes this man to call Silent Observer or Kalamazoo Township Police right away. A West Michigan man is going to spend years in prison for keeping a stockpile of guns, bullets, and drugs. Police say they found all of this at 43-year-old Gamding Fenthoro's home in Holland. This happened back in June. Detectives uncovered 26 guns, thousands of bullets, a silencer, body armor, marijuana, more than 800 painkillers, and $9,000 in cash. He was recently sentenced to 68 months in prison. Consumers Energy is on the lookout for energy thieves costing them millions of dollars. They warn not only is it expensive, but it's dangerous. Consumers Energy says thieves install cables to bypass meters, which pose a major risk of fire. Spokesperson Roger Morgenstern with Consumers Energy says stealing electricity and natural gas is a felony that costs companies millions of dollars each year.
People, they don't pay, they move, and then they go set up an account in somebody else's name.
If you're having problems paying for your energy bill, you can get help through the Consumers Cares program. We have that information for you on our website at wwmt.com. We are following breaking news this morning as a massive fire breaks out at a senior living complex in Kalamazoo. Our crew was first to the scene, and we've been at that scene all morning long. We'll have another update coming up after the break.
And good morning. It's 7:37. We have flakes flying across Kalamazoo and West Michigan. It's another wintry weekend ahead. Joining you in just minutes when I'm expecting the 40s to happen for West Michigan. Good morning and welcome to your weekend. It's 7:39. We're waiting another 20 minutes for the sun to come up over West Michigan. For now, we do have some scattered snowflakes in Kalamazoo. It's 7 degrees, winds out of the south-southwest, 7 miles an hour, making it feel much colder than that. Wind chill brings you to -5. The good news is after this wintry weekend with a little bit of snow, that Arctic air in control, we move on to a better setup into next week. It's after a round of wet snow, mainly in the afternoon and evening on your Monday. Accumulations of up to 1 to 3 inches through Tuesday morning before temperatures get a big boost into the lower and possibly even middle 40s. It's going to feel really nice, and it's well above your average of 32 degrees. That will switch any rain or snow showers rather to just plain rain showers for most of your Tuesday. In the meantime, of course, that Arctic chill continues to be the big story here in West Michigan. It's dangerous to be outside for longer than 30 minutes. Of course, frostbite can develop then on any skin exposed to the elements. -8 in Battle Creek, feels like -2 in Grand Rapids. Good morning, Sturgis, feels like 4 where you are and feels like -8 in Coldwater. It's tough to get those dogs outside, right? It's tough for you to take a walk outside as well. And if you move closer to the lake shore on Doppler radar, that's where where most of this activity is. The lake effect snow showers, for the most part, are very light in nature, and we have those flakes also beginning to move farther east over US 131, but we'll keep most of that activity along the immediate lake shore. That's where we have some light accumulations through your weekend. Going ahead and tracking some of those flakes moving through Bloomingdale, 8:16, and into Otsego by 8:38. We just have this set up until we can get that Arctic air out of here, and it happens for you next week. Future snowfall looks like this. Only 1 to 3 inches of accumulation through your Sunday night along the immediate lake shore, forecasting about an inch and less than as you move closer to US 131 and then farther east towards Cereal City. So nothing like what we got from Wednesday into Thursday night. You'll remember that we forecasted 4 to 8 inches of snow, and that's where this range exists. From Fenville, 8.5 inches. We got 6 inches in Bloomingdale, and in Kalamazoo's Western Michigan University, just over 4.5 inches. Of course, if you want to see your snow total on my list, all you have to do is find me on Facebook. That's meteorologist Christina Anthony. We can stay snowshoe together, and always looking for reports from South Haven and Battle Creek, especially Hastings falls into that category too. We don't typically see as many reports from those locations. Watches and warnings map is just fine in West Michigan. The big story happens farther to our south and east, where that Arctic air sinks into the situation, and it brings winter storm warnings into effect for a sloppy mess along the North Carolina coastline, and then a whole lot of heavy snow as you move farther north in the Carolinas and into the Virginias. Here, our only story becomes that small craft advisory along the lake shore for big waves, brisk winds, and chilly temperatures. Waves will be 4 to 6 feet. No walking on the piers. They're going to be icy, and those roads will stay icy as well. By Tuesday, we'll melt a little bit of that stuff, 44 degrees. Can't wait for it.
All right, Christina, thank you very much. We just received word from Kalamazoo Department of Public Safety about this massive fire we've been covering all morning long. Now, bear with me here. I'm actually going to be reading from this press release. But basically, police say that Crosstown Parkway Apartments, all of the residents there have been evacuated at this hour, and they were taken by bus to the YMCA located in downtown Kalamazoo. That means Life Ambulance, Red Cross, the YMCA staff, and police officers are all attending to these people's needs. Now, if you have a family member who was living at that senior complex and you're wanting to know exactly what's going on, they say that you need to call the YMCA, but you will not be able to speak with them on the phone at this time. However, people will provide you with information and directions for people seeking out their family and friends. In the meantime, Kalamazoo Department of Public Safety is looking for information about this